Hey there, this is the O Snap, and yes, that's actually what it's called. Here's the box. It is basically a phone grip, a kickstand, and a magnetic mount for your phone. And I've been using it for the past little while, and I have some thoughts. So let's get right into it. Before I tell you about my experience from using the O Snap, let me just give you a quick background information on this product. So this is a crowdfunded product, which I backed, and they promised to be the thinnest phone grip out there. They accomplished this by using a similar tech to slap bands. So pretty much this black piece in the middle is that slap band when it's unfolded. And then when you press the middle, it's the same thing as slapping a slap band on your wrist. So then it'll just pop up like so. And that becomes your grip and kickstand. Oh, and it pinches closed so that you can have a perfect loop around your finger. To put it back, you simply flatten it out like how you would with a slap band. There you go. As for the magnets, underneath the silver piece, there are magnets, so you can stick this onto any metal surface. And they actually come with even a metal plate with adhesive back, so you can stick this on a tile or something, and then use this magnet to stick your phone there. So that was a quick overview of the O Snap. And now let me tell you about my experience from using it. I actually couldn't think of a good way to summarize this other than to break it down into just what I like and what I don't like. So starting with what I like how thin this is. This is truly one of the thinnest, actually it's the thinnest I've ever used for a phone grip and kickstand. So this does not block you or like get in the way when you put this in your pocket, or wobble too much when you put it on a surface if you want to type. It does still wobble a little bit, but not as bad as something like a pop socket. The next thing is that this whole back actually slides, and there's an advantage to that, and that is that you can move this so that the grip is in a different spot so that you can reach the different corners of the phone. But another cool feature that's attached to that is that you can remove this silver piece with the magnets. And by doing so, you can actually use a wireless charger, unlike other metal backs or magnet backs. So that is another good thing about this. And lastly, I just found that the grip kind of loop is the perfect size, at least for my finger. Some other loops that I've tried are just too big and they don't hold that well. But this might be just tied to my own finger size. So those are the things I like about this. The next is what I dislike about it. Unfortunately, what I dislike about the O Snap is actually what makes it even possible, and that is this slap band thing in the middle. Unfortunately, after a few uses, it's already tricky to flatten it back out. And if you've used any slap bands before, then you know that some older ones start to go a little funky and you have trouble rolling it flat and it kind of snaps back by itself. That is exactly what is happening with this. So it takes multiple tries and it's just inconsistent. Also, sometimes it stays for a little bit and then suddenly later, like a couple seconds or even a minute or two later, it just decides to pop out on its own. And that becomes a bit of an issue because if you've put this in your pocket and then it pops out, now you got this whole thing that is sticking out and is gonna get caught when you try to take your phone out of your pocket. Or in another scenario, if you happen to put this at an edge of a table, then if it pops up, it actually can pop your phone up. And if it's just in the right spot, it'll go right off the table and you'll have a broken phone, maybe. So that is definitely the biggest downside with this. The next is kind of tied to it too, and it's just that one-handed is really tricky and it takes long. So unlike other grips where you can just slide your hand in or finger in and you're good to go, this one has setup time. You need to press it to bring the thing up, and then you need to bring this together, and then you need to put your finger through, and then you're ready to go. So that's a little slow for my taste, but that's not even the most annoying part. The most annoying part is putting it back, and you have to unhook this, and then like I said, it's very inconsistent with trying to lay it back flat, and doing this one-handed when it's inconsistent makes it even more terrible. So Let me see if I can even do it right now. Nope. Didn't go. Nope. Nope. There we go. You can see for yourself. Oh, this is exactly what I was talking about before, where it just pops by itself after a few seconds. But as you can see, one-handed is really tricky, and because it's so finicky, it makes it even more difficult. The last thing that I dislike about it, well, I don't really dislike it, I just don't like it that much, is how it acts as a kickstand. Unlike other loops or kickstand where you have an angle adjust, this one, you're stuck with this angle. So if you put it down, that is the angle that you get. Even if you rotate this the other way, still pretty much the same. So not too big of a deal, I would say, but it's definitely a bit annoying when you want the perfect angle, which I do. So I've listed what I like and don't like about the O Snap, but unfortunately, those things are not equal in terms of importance or weight. And unfortunately, the finickiness of the setup or the mechanism just outweighs everything. And I can say right now that I can't really recommend it due to that. So yeah, price doesn't even matter. But in case you want to know what the price is, here it is, because I forgot it right now. So that's it really. It was a great idea and a great attempt, and they sort of got it, but unfortunately this slap band technology is just not consistent enough and not reliable enough for me to recommend regardless of price. So if you like this video, consider leaving a thumbs up. If you want more, consider subscribing if you haven't. And if you have anything else to say, leave in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next video.